Buildings and structures are rising, cities and towns are sprawling, money is not a blockade. The only limit appears to be the sky. What comes to mind when you think of the largest construction engineering projects in the world? We've witnessed several developments in the engineering and construction industry during the past years. Various megaprojects have been underway for some time and are nearing completion. Some of the engineering wonders are even planning to burst through the clouds. Some other futuristic megaprojects are just getting off the ground. Look at some of the world's most mind-blowing megaprojects that are still in progress. Before we begin, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you can be the first one to know when we post new content. Number 1. The ITER, International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor. In the first place, we have the ITER, the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, the most expensive scientific endeavor in history. Set to be the largest nuclear fusion venture globally, the International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, or ITER, is an immense and experimental mega-project intended to demonstrate the scientific and technological feasibility of fusion energy and consequently to reinforce the global nuclear fusion industry. The ITER fusion reactor has been under construction since 2012. ITER is a multinational, multi-billion-dollar development. 35 nations have set aside trade wars and subtle disputes to pursue a common goal of forming an ITER organization. Currently, 7 parties are participating in the ITER program, creating an ITER organization: the European Union, China, India, Japan, Russia, South Korea, and the United States. The world's highest-profile nuclear fusion project is set up near Provence, southern France, taking up a plot of land over 330 football fields in size. The ITER project has a state-of-the-art fusion device called a tokamak. This specialized machine replicates the same nuclear fusion reactions that power the sun. It involves firing heavy hydrogen atoms into a plasma and the intense heat the atoms fuse, releasing about 4 times the energy produced in an atom-splitting nuclear fission. The machine's weight ranges up to 25,000 tons. Besides, 18 gigantic superconducting electromagnets would be used to control the superheated plasma. The mega-project costs were over $14 billion by June 2015. This fusion reactor project's total construction and operations are expected to be more than 22 billion euros. The U.S. Department of Energy has estimated the total construction cost through 2025, including in-kind contributions, $65 billion, a cost disputed by ITER. Those working on the ITER fusion reactor estimate that if everything goes according to plan, an input of 50 megawatts will result in an output of 500 megawatts. This would solve the issue of putting in more energy than you get out. Wait and see. Upon completion, ITER will be the largest of more than 100 fusion reactors built since the 1950s. Number 8. Chuo Shinkansen. Up next, we have the Chuo Shinkansen, which will take the place of the fastest bullet train in the world once it's completed. Ask the Japanese. They would say the fastest way to get around Japan is to use the Shinkansen high-speed train lines, which cover practically all of the country as part of the Japan Railways JR network. The Chuo Shinkansen is a Japanese maglev line under construction between Tokyo and Nagoya, with plans for an extension to Osaka. So the mega project of bullet train lines eases congestion and will eventually connect Tokyo to Osaka. The Chuo Shinkansen is probably the most iconic high-speed rail system in the world. This megaproject works at a speed of 186 miles per hour, making the 320-mile journey between Tokyo to Osaka in just 2 hours and 21 minutes. The Chuo Shinkansen is super fast and has been under construction since 2014. 86% of the line will be underground. When moving to Japan, this futuristic train line running from Tokyo to Osaka will use revolutionary superconducting magnetic levitation technology. Instead of rails, the Chuo Shinkansen rail line will rely on a series of electromagnets cooled to a freezing -450 degrees Fahrenheit. So when these supercooled tracks come into contact with the opposing magnets placed on the train's sides, they repel one another and allow the train to levitate, resulting in a frictionless ride. It's a fact that constructing a state-of-the-art train line over 300 miles has not understandably been easy for the Japanese government. The initial construction costs of Chuo Shinkansen were estimated at $48 billion, but this has since skyrocketed to a bank-breaking $86 billion, including the train's worth. This is because tunnels will make up around 70 to 80% of the line's total length, but blasting and boring through that much landscape takes time and money. The first phase of the Chuo Shinkansen megaproject is expected to be completed by 2027. Imagine rushing across the Japanese countryside at astonishing speeds. This dreamlike experience will soon be a reality with the Chuo Shinkansen megaproject. Number 3. One Barangaroo. In the third place, we have the One Barangaroo, another landmark design on the spectacular harbor site to capture Sydney City's vibrancy. Have you ever imagined having a rich and prosperous Sydney life in the heart of Sydney, Australia? Sydney City has the One Barangaroo. The Barangaroo Reserve Sydney has a harbor that is home to some of the most famous megastructures in the world. The iconic Opera House and Sydney Harbour Bridge of Barangaroo may be pushed out of the spotlight once One Barangaroo hits the stage, perched on the Northern Shore construction. This 890-foot beacon megaproject started back in 2016 and is scheduled for completion in 2021. As it stands, this waterfront megastructure of Sydney City is made of more than 2.7 million cubic feet of concrete, enough to fill over 31 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Besides, over 14,000 tons of reinforcement and 3,000 tons of structural steel have supported the Barangaroo megaproject. The megastructure in Sydney, Australia is over 4 times the height of the neighboring Opera House. Despite the size, the 42 residential section of this enormous skyscraper will make up 82 luxury apartments too. The futuristic megaproject covering Sydney Harbour Bridge's view of Sydney City will have one hell of a price tag, starting at a sky-high $6.6 million. The standard apartments of Crown City Barangaroo will have 2 to 6 bedrooms and a great view to boot. But for more than one floor, you'll need some big bucks because the 2-story penthouse at its peak is rumored to be hitting the market at a mental $100 million now. Enjoy Sydney life to the fullest for your visit. Do not miss this upcoming new destination on the waterfront, the One Barangaroo. Number 4. Lusail City. Lusail is a planned city in Qatar located on the coast in the northern part of Al Dain, rising on the Qatari desert's hottest sands. Lusail City is a glittering metropolis and stands as an example of the best construction project management in Qatar. Set up entirely from scratch, the Lusail City, Qatar is a sprawling city that stretches over 14.5 square miles of desert coastline. Furthermore, the Lusail is destined and designed to accommodate 450,000 people, making it a significant part of the people's life in Qatar. Lusail City is planned to have marinas, residential areas, island resorts, commercial districts, luxury shopping and leisure facilities, a golf course community, artificial islands, and several entertainment districts, making it one of the top places to visit in Qatar. The megaproject is also a showpiece in Qatar's Vision 2030 Sustainable Development Plan, with a range of features from water-sensitive landscaping plans to a district cooling system designed to save 65 million tons of CO2 a year. When it was announced in 2010 that Qatar would be hosting the 2022 World Cup, the futuristic Lusail City development suddenly kicked off, sinking an extravagant $45 billion into its development construction work. Commercial structures, enormous buildings, beautiful landscapes, and multi-billion-dollar residential areas started to be built at Lusail, Qatar, aiming to finish 2020. Lusail is still under construction. Although an independent urban center, Lusail is also an extension of Qatar's capital, Doha. Developers are hoping people would be attracted by the city's marina, the Lusail Marina, making it one of the best places to visit in Qatar. Believe it or not, Lusail City is one of the proposed venues for the Qatar 2022 World Cup. Wait patiently for the next wonder of engineering and construction, the Lusail City, building in Qatar, which was once a barren desert. Number 5. Katara Towers. In the 5th place, it's the Katara Towers, one of the previously Lusail City of Qatar's crowning jewels. The extravagant Katara Towers will soon take shape in Qatar's Lusail Marina district and bring the highest luxury levels to discerning travelers. The Katara Qatar is rising over the Lusail City, taking the form of crossed swords as they appear on the Qatari seal. The incredible crescent-shape engineering project comprises 36 stories on either side, reaching almost 700 feet up into the sky. The Marina Twin Towers Lusail, Qatar will consist of a luxurious 5-star hotel, the first 6-star hotel in the country, and private residences. A human-made satellite beachfront island will complement this mega project, housing luxury entertainment and recreational facilities. The curve left a series of protruding slabs with different configurations at each level, ruling out the use of any standard framework to shape the concrete. The Katara Tower used a whopping 10,000 customized Dokaflex tables to get the shape. This megaproject of twin towers will cover over 3.2 million square feet and cost around $600 million. The building is structurally divided into 5 areas and has a total of 8 core walls. The Katara Towers will also have direct access to one of the marina's brand new artificial Katara beaches on a satellite island right in front of the harbor. The Katara Tower at Lusail City is expected to be completed in 2021, becoming a focal point for travelers during the 2022 FIFA World Cup at Qatar. Katara Towers, a symbol of great defense and hospitality that will surely be on the list of top places to visit in Qatar. Number 6. The Crystal. Next comes the Crystal, another mega skyscraper in China that would keep our mouths wide open. The Crystal, the staggering skyline of China's megacity Chongqing, is home to a skyscraper. Like a sky corridor, the Crystal at China is almost 1,000 feet in length. This sky bridge of Chongqing's Raffle City complex stretches across 4 vertical towers over 820 feet off the ground. Hence, Crystal at China is the tallest sky bridge globally, but the structure is also longer. The Crystal lies at the height of 250 meters and stretches for about 300 meters. As incredible as this feat of engineering is, its construction process was arguably even more striking after the 4 main towers of the sky bridge were divided into 9 separate segments. 4 of the Crystal segments were built into the tower's tops, and the remaining 3 components, weighing over 1,200 tons apiece, were hoisted up into place using hydraulic strand jacks. This megaproject's final enclosed structure is made up of close to 3,000 glass panels and over 5,000 aluminum plates. The engineering and construction works of Crystal began in 2013. The whole project is not completed yet, but the Crystal is recently open for the public. The Crystal recently unveiled its first attraction to the public, the exploration deck, an excellent viewing platform. That would be an additional income for China, promoting the growth of China economy. Taking 7 years and a cost of $3.4 billion to complete, Raffle City, Chongqing, China is considered the world's highest sky bridge, linking the most number of skyscrapers. It is really a crystal for the public. Yes, the one part of the Crystal is open to the public. Explore yourself and enjoy the time. Number 7. The New Silk Road. An international development trade network of China, the New Silk Road captures the next place on our list. During the ancient period, a legendary Silk Road connected the east to the west, bringing endless trade and unfathomable wealth to both sides. With the help of modern engineering techniques in this modern era, this old Silk Road is being resurrected. Announced in 2013 by President Xi Jinping, a brand new double trade corridor called the Silk Road is set to reopen channels between China and its neighbors in the West, Central Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. According to the Belt and Road Action Plan released in 2015, the Silk Road Initiative will encompass land routes and maritime routes to improve trade relationships in the China region, primarily through infrastructure investments. All the roads, harbors, bridges, and power plants of China would be connected to make China's economic dream come true. That will be a boon to the China economy. China is investing an eye-watering $900 billion into megaprojects on its soil. China is also offering a mind-blowing $8 trillion for the other 68 countries' infrastructure's investments, affecting about 65% of the global population. Without a doubt, the New Silk Road in China is the largest infrastructure project of the century. Such a huge, ambitious initiative from China will turn the trading world upside down for sure. Number 8. Guangzhou Evergrande Football Stadium. In 8th place, we have the Guangzhou Evergrande Stadium, China, which is touted as the first step in a countrywide football infrastructure upgrade. Guangzhou Evergrande Stadium, also referred to as Lotus Flower Stadium, is currently under construction in Guangzhou in China. The stadium is being built to provide the club with a world-class football-specific home. To accommodate Guangzhou Evergrande Taobao FC, the stadium's foundation has been broken over a stunning 150,000 square feet in China's Guangzhou South District by 2022. The China Soccer Club's new home will boast an incredible 100,000 seats and 168 VIP suites. costing them an eye-watering $1.7 billion. Inspired by the shape of a lotus flower representing China's Guangzhou as the flower city, the only thing more controversial than that outrageous price tag is its initial design matching Guangzhou's reputation as the city of flowers. This concept of China was inspired by the ironically delicate lotus determined to be seen even at night. It was even designed to light up in a dazzling variety of unmissable colors. Unfortunately, the football stadium's announcement was met with massive criticism from the architectural community, and so the design was replaced by an architectural gem, more angular and silver. The design resembles a giant diamond to represent the city's place in the global jewelry industry. The engineering materials are cost-efficient. The robust outer structure of the football stadium will be constructed from perforated aluminum to ensure adequate ventilation. Much of the shiny glass of Guangzhou Evergrande will be photovoltaic to generate a clean energy supply. The construction is planned to be completed by the end of 2022, with an intention to host events for the 2023 Asian Cup in China. You would be able to visualize the largest football-only stadium globally with the completion of Guangzhou Evergrande Stadium. Number 9. Abraj Khudai. Up next, we have the Abraj Khudai, the futuristic largest hotel in Saudi Arabia. If you think of the largest hotels globally, what comes to mind first is Vegas' iconic green MGM Grand Hotel, or maybe Malaysia's trippy First World Hotel. Those are both pretty big, but they're nothing compared to Saudi Arabia's soon-to-be record-breaker, the Abraj Khudai. Located in the vicinity of Makkah Holy Haram, Abraj Khudai occupies a space of 64,000 square meters. This megaproject of Saudi Arabia was projected to open in 2017, but a financial problem in 2015 halted construction. Abraj Khudai consists of a large podium on which 12 30 to 48-story towers are erected. These towers in Saudi act as both residential spaces and hotels for lodging purposes. This giant hospitality hotspot in Saudi will have an astounding 10,000 guest rooms, 70 restaurants, 4 helipads, and even a ballroom inside that massive dome. Abraj Khudai is over a mile south of the sacred Islamic city of the Kaaba, with Islamic banking assets reaching a tidy $1 trillion in 2018. Islam is one of the world's wealthiest religions, and approximately 2 million Muslims make their way to this prominent pillar of Islamic architecture every year. With Abraj Khudai's unique size, prominent location, and multi-purpose identity, the structure demands the common onlooker's attention and solidifies itself as a landmark for both the Saudi locality and the Islamic universality of its expected guests. So if you're ever looking to visit Saudi, look no further than Abraj Khudai. You're in for a treat. Number 10. The Dubai Creek Tower. We have the Dubai Creek Tower, a hyper-tall tower under development in Dubai, in the 10th place. Dubai Creek Tower is a hyper-tall tower under development in Dubai. The building will become the world's tallest tower and tallest man-made structure in Dubai's eye upon completion in 2022. Even though it's already home to the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, Dubai intends to beat its record with the Dubai Creek Tower construction. Dubai Creek Tower will be built on a site in Dubai Creek, a waterfront area. A large project named Emaar Dubai Creek Harbor is being developed there, and Dubai Creek Tower will be the centerpiece of this project. The Dubai Creek Tower will range somewhere between 3,045 feet and a whopping 330 feet, making it at least 300 feet above the Burj Khalifa. Still, the exact number is being kept secret to prevent competitive projects from stealing the title. Dubai Creek Tower will be used for observation decks or sky gardens. There will be 20 floors occupied by hotels and restaurants as well, and even residences. The preparation works began in October 2016, and the mega project has been on hold since mid-2017. Construction was initially set to be completed in 2020, but the pandemic's added impact and the subsequent global economic downturn put a halt to the Dubai Creek Tower. As Jeddah Tower in Saudi Arabia was estimated to be completed before 2020, and it will be built higher than Burj Khalifa, Dubai does not want to lose the world's tallest building crown. So the idea of Dubai Creek Tower was proposed at Dubai's Creek Harbor. With the rise of Dubai Creek Tower, add one more place for sightseeing in Dubai to the list of things to do in Dubai. Number 11. Jeddah Tower. Now we have another engineering wonder of Saudi Arabia, the Jeddah Tower that is under construction. As a tight competitor for Dubai, Another futuristic megaproject is under construction across the Middle East and Saudi Arabia. The Jeddah Tower is part of the more extensive development, Jeddah Economic City, and will be the world's first structure to reach the 1-kilometer-high mark, the construction of the soon-to-be tallest building globally. Jeddah Tower in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia started back in 2013. It has been delayed yet again during 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Since 2013, the podium structure of the Jeddah Tower base has been erected, but in 2018, the construction came to a halt when its primary funding backers were caught up in the country's anti-corruption purges. The efforts have been made to continue construction. Once complete, the building will stand at least 3,280 feet tall. Moreover, the Jeddah Tower promises 167 floors filled with over 600 residential and hotel rooms in total. Jeddah Tower will have 59 elevators and 12 escalators, and 5 of these elevators will be double-decker. Moreover, it has high-tech features. This megaproject's creator and sponsor is Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, the richest man in the Middle East and a Saudi royal family member. To promote development and tourism in Saudi Arabia's most liberal city, Jeddah, a mega-tall skyscraper is on the way. Number 12. Solar Park. Next, we have the solar park that has been developed to support Dubai's Clean Energy 2050 to provide 75% of its total electricity demand from clean energy sources by 2050. In an unprecedented move away from non-renewable energy projects and sources, Dubai has pledged that renewable resources will supply at least 75% of its energy output by 2050. Under this initiative, Dubai's spectacular Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Solar Park is being raised from the desert sands. The $13.6 billion megaproject will become the world's largest solar park, working to harvest the abundance of solar energy that shines down on the Middle East. The solar park has been under construction since 2013 and has been gradually built up over 5 stages, with Stage 4 completed in 2020. The glittering solar park is now made up of more than 3 million photovoltaic solar panels spread over 19,000 acres. The panels themselves absorb and convert sunlight directly into electricity, and by 2030, there will be enough panels to produce over 5,000 megawatts. Then the solar park alone will be able to support at least 1.3 million homes. Currently, it sits at a staggering 728 feet, but it will eventually hit the heavenly heights of 853 feet. The tower will be surrounded by a field of mirrors which will bounce light up to its peak. With Solar Park, the UAE has taken early steps to bid farewell to the last barrel of oil and achieve a balance between development and maintaining a clean, healthy, and safe environment. Generate approximately 24 million kilowatt hours of clean solar electricity per year with Solar Park Dubai. Number 13. Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. In the last position, we have the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, the massive hydropower project of Africa. Ethiopia is fast becoming one of the powerhouses of the African continent. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, formerly known as the Millennium Dam, is under construction in the Benishangul Gumuz region of Ethiopia, on the Blue Nile River, located about 40 kilometers east of Sudan. Ethiopia's people and government are funding the project, which will serve Ethiopia, but Sudan and Egypt, as the latter two countries, depend on the Nile River for their water. The utterly massive Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is almost 500 feet tall and over a mile wide. This enormous structure began back in 2011 when the Ethiopian government plowed about $4.8 billion of the country's money into its construction, aimed primarily at generating power with an expected capacity of 6,000 megawatts. The Ethiopian dam will reduce flooding in Sudan and facilitate irrigation of around 500,000 hectares of new agricultural lands upon its completion. The Ethiopia Dam will also serve as a bridge across the Blue Nile River, which features a small number of bridges and few pedestrian bridges. The Grand Renaissance Dam will be a roller-compacted concrete gravity type, comprising 2 power stations, 3 spillways, and a saddle dam. The filling of the Ethiopian Dam reservoir started in July 2020, and it will take between 4 to 7 years to fill with water. depending on the country's hydrologic conditions. Believe it or not, this massive hydropower project, Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, is set to be the biggest of its kind in Africa. Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is a solution to increase electrification, accelerate industrialization, and to sell power to neighboring countries. That concludes our journey through the development of futuristic engineering megaprojects you can't miss. Wait patiently for the completion of these megaprojects, and be sure to visit these wonders of engineering in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like our video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Be sure to like this video and feel free to add any suggestions you would like to see in the comment section. See you in the next video.